दिख रहा है ना? Everyone please join. Now your English class is going to start. Hey, Vinay sir. Vinay sir. Good morning, students. Now it's time for English class. So yesterday we were discussing about the some figure of speeches. All of you must open your copy so that you can write the examples. Physics. देखो, it is the second class of our figure of speeches. Figure of speeches. Or you can say figure of speech. So yesterday we have already discussed about the uses of figure of speech, why the writers and the poets basically use the figure of speech. Second thing is that in order to decorate the language, so many purposes. There is so many purpose when you are going to do one by another. Then you can immediately understand what are the purposes. Just as yesterday we discussed about alliteration, alliteration. Second one, we discussed about simile. Simile. Third one, we discussed metaphor. Metaphor. Just as few examples also we already discussed. Just like in alliteration, we have written a single rhyme. Just like twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Here you can find out it's the children's rhyme. Children's rhyme. But you can find out the ta sound is repeated, or you can say the first word, first letter of the word twinkle, twinkle. A rhythm is created, one rhythm is created, and the ta sound repeated almost you can say T. First beginning means the consonant sound when repeat, it is called simile. Metaphor, it is called alliteration. And simile and metaphor both compare each other, just like he is as brave as a tiger. So here the comparison he and tiger, but the point of comparison is bravery. So already it is shown. The point of comparison is already shown here. But in metaphor, only it will be say he is a tiger. So now you can find out he and tiger both are compared, but the point of comparison is not shown here. You have to find out what the basic quality of a tiger. And the fourth thing we were discussed yesterday, that is the personification. Personification. Personification, it is the revise. I am actually revising. Within 5 minutes, I am revising my previous class. Personification, and for those who were not joined yesterday, personification basically describes to personify something. Just as, suppose when you provide the quality of human being to an inanimate object or an abstract idea, just as the sun, the angry sun. ठीक है, या फिर you can say the smiling morning, the smiling season. So it indicates that the pleasant weather. The angry sun, here it indicates the sun is angry means the weather is very much hot. So here the sun is given the quality of a human quality, that is anger. So that is called personification. Okay, now today we are going to start. We are going to discuss some more rhetorical devices, or you can say figure of speeches. So I hope all of you understand this one. No problem will be there. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me. Okay. Now let's discuss about another figure of speech that is called pun. P-U-N. What is pun? Pun is to say something, a particular word, when conveys two different meaning. A particular word when conveys two different meanings. Just as I am going to write here one example. It is best to describe through the help of examples. Just as turning others' leaves, turning others' leaves. Second one, others' feet, still stranger in my way. Now look at the sentences. Turning others' leaves, and second one, others feet still stranger in my way. Here two types of, actually here I'm going to say it is these two lines actually I take from a particular poem. The name of the poem is Astrophel and Stellar. Name of the poem is Astrophel and Stellar. Now एडमंड स्पेंसर का लिखा हुआ है एस्ट्रोवेन स्टेलर इट इज ए लव पोएम वेयर द पोएट एक्चुअली wanted to describe, wanted to show his pain. In order to describe that pain, the poet could not find out suitable words. Okay, how to describe my pain, what actually he was feeling, what kind the pain the poet was actually feeling. He could not be able to describe that pain through the words. So that's why the poet started reading some other writers' books written on the topic of pain, expressing pain. Clear? So when the poet read all the other books, but keep turning others' leaves. Turning means जो पलटना. रहने दीजिए सर, क्या दिक्कत है? देख लीजिए पूरा है ना, बॉर्डर है. Everyone, it is totally visible. पूरा बॉर्डर है. तो now turning others leaves. Here leaves. Look at the word. Turning में मतलब that we turn something. Clear? Just as if it is a book, then I am going to turn the pages. So actually leaves means the pages. Is it clear? Leaves means pages. The pages of the other writers, or you can say leaves also indicate the other writings. Writings written by the other writers. Is it clear? So that's why here the leaves means the other creations, other writers' creations. So here you can find out it is an example of pun because I say leaves, but it indicates something different thing. That is the others works. Works means किसी और के लिखे हुए किताबें. Now come to here. Others feet, still stranger in my ways. Others feet. Feet means जो shoes here. Here feet indicates shoes. Shoes or sandals, whatever it is. The others feet, still stranger in my ways. Stranger means, देखो, suppose a person wear the shoes of other person, then what happened? Now that shoe will not be properly fitted with that person, with another person. अब चोरों की बात अलग है. जो चोर है, those who are thieves, they can take any other sandals, shoes, वो किसी में भी एडजस्ट है, वो बेच देंगे किसी को ले जाके. But you are not a thief. So if you wear the other shoes, then obviously it will not properly fit with your feet. That is the main matter. So here feet means first one outward meaning is shoes, but the inner meaning is the works written by the other writers. Actual meaning works written by other writers. So already I described the main idea that the poet wanted to express his pain. He had to express the pain what he was feeling to his beloved, but he could not express that one. Here he also compared himself with a truant boy, his pain with a truant boy. It is an example of personification. A truant boy, when the pain is compared with my truant pain, my truant, Truant, truant pain. Truant, who is truant? Truant means a boy who तुम लोग हो. truant जो क्लास ना करके अभी इधर उधर भाग रहे हो, तुम ही लोग हो truant. ठीक है. Truant means who left their class, means बदमाश. Those who leave their classes. लेके हो. इतने दिन से क्या कर रहे थे? लाओ जमा कर दो इधर. This one is one of my truant student. He always left the classes and started enjoying with his friends. Okay, go. So here you can find my truant pen. My means here the poet actually describes. जमा कर दो, मेरे पास रहने दो. My means here the poets. The poet wanted to write the actual write the some creation. Wanted to create something. Wanted to write poetries related to the in order to express his pain, what he was feeling for his beloved because of the separation. But here the matter is that his pain could not be able to write the particular fitted words that actually he was feeling. वो अंदर से जो फील कर रहा था उसको तो लिख नहीं पा रहा था. तो इसीलिए जो है he described his pain as truant. Truant means जैसे कि पेन भाग जा रहा है. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे क्या दिखा जा रहा है? So truant is the quality of a human being, but it is given to the inanimate object pain. That's why it is an example of already you know personification. Personification. Is it clear? So now we also discuss about pun. I hope all of you understand it. कि one word when conveys two different meaning. एक ही word जब दो मतलब बताएगा उसको हम लोग पान कहेंगे. Pun. It's an example. So these are the examples of pun. Turning others leaves. यहाँ पे leaves मतलब leaves means it is the others writing. But actually क्या है? Leaves means the पत्ता. Second one, others feet. Feet means जो shoes. But here it means the others creations. कि दूसरे के क्रिएशन जो है हमारे तरीके से काम नहीं करता है. इसी राइटिंग कम्स फ्रॉम द इंस्पिरेशन. इंस्पिरेशन मीन्स फ्रॉम द इनर सोल. If you cannot feel that one, you will not be able to write it properly. So this one is already completed. I hope all of you understand it. Now comes to the another one that is also one of my favorite one, that is called irony. Now comes to the second one, that is irony. One of the greatest writer, Shakespeare, and all of you know he is one of my favorite, Shakespeare. So the greatest dramatist, Shakespeare uses the irony almost each and every drama and even his poetry, sonnets. So irony is one of the main element of Shakespearean dramas. All of you have to understand it. Just as here already you know the story of Macbeth. Macbeth, where King Duncan kills Macbeth kills King Duncan. But Duncan says, "You are my worthy friend. You are my worthy cousin. You are my worthy cousin." But actually क्या होगा? This line, this line is said by King Duncan. This line is said by King Duncan. But Duncan went said this to Macbeth and embraced him. But after some time, we noticed that this Macbeth actually killed Duncan and become king because of the high ambition. So what happened? Now this line will transform into irony. You are my worthy cousin. Second one, but only one line, how it will be? Now suppose you are my best friend to leave me alone in danger. Now look at here, look at this sentence. You are my best friend to leave me alone in danger. Suppose what is the you are my best friend? Pehla first one, you are my best friend, and the second one to leave me alone in danger. कि हमें डेंजर में अकेला छोड़ के जाने के लिए. Now you can find out कि suppose those who are best friend, they will never his friend in danger. Never left his friend in danger. But here the opposite one. मतलब तो हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि अरे तुम तो हमारे बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हो. ऐसे दोस्त रहे तो दुश्मन की जरूरत नहीं है. You are one of my greatest friend to leave me alone in my kill time, to leave me alone in danger. हमें अकेला मुसीबत में अकेला छोड़ के जाने के लिए. ठीक है. In my old time, so you are my one of my greatest friend. So here actually it indicates ridicule. Ridicule नहीं बोलूंगा, to say just the opposite what I want to mean. I say something, but my meaning is totally different from the actual line. Is it clear? Just like you are one of my favorite students. Never be satisfied with you. It means you are one of my. If you are one of my favorite student, then I will always please with you. You will be my one of the great best student. But I say you are one of my best student who never takes my class. How you will be able? How you will be my best friend, my best student? So what I say, the meaning will be totally different. That time it is called irony. Is it clear? So irony used to ridicule someone. Okay, what you saw, you are not like this. This second one, it is used to describe what the speaker actually want to mean. The speaker says something, but the meaning is totally different. Is it clear? That is called irony. Now comes the second one. That is called climax. Sorry, third one. The third one is third figure of speech is called climax. Climax. So what is climax? So I am going to write it. So all of you have heard about the sentence. Okay, He he came, he saw, he wished, he conquered. Now look at the sentence. He came, he saw, he wished, he conquered. Basically, it is applied for Alexander. Is it clear? For the greatest Alexander. Alexander. So history leave the history now. Basically, our this time we are going to do some figure of speeches. So we are not going to take the history. So he came, he saw, he wished, he conquered. So what is climax? In simple word, it's called a ladder. Ladder means suppose when you are coming to the first floor from the ground floor, that time you have to take the ladder. Ladder क्या होता है? Ladder is the one step by another. Means in that way. Is it clear? Suppose if I draw a line, means it is called ascending. Ascending. This one is the ascending order. So this one, this portion, it is called climax. Climax. And now gradually decreasing. I am not talking about any kind of other things, but actually ascending when the basically it is used in dramas, novels, films. Film में देखे देखते ही हो और when you watch the film, you can find out the interval. The interval is always taken on the climax. Interval is always taken on the climax. Because, so what is the actual purpose of the climax in a drama or in a film? In order to make the mind, in order to prepare the audience or the readers for the next part of the drama or next part of the film. It creates the interest. टीवी सीरियल देखते हो एक ही घटना घुमाते रहते एक ही घर के अंदर चिल्लाते रहते हैं तो चिल्ला चिल्ली करके लास्ट में जब ऐड देना होता है मतलब एपिसोड खत्म हो जाता है ऐसा कुछ दिखाएगा जैसे कल बहुत कुछ होगा और कल कुछ होता कुछ नहीं है वहीं पे फिर से चिल्लाएगा तो ये सब चीजों से दूर रहा करो मत देखा करो घर में कोई देखते हैं तो आसपास ना जाओ झमेला हो जाएगा देखो तो एसेंडिंग ऑर्डर आ रहा है ना तो इसको कहते हैं क्लाइमेक्स अब जब इस सेंटेंस को देखो ही केम पहले क्या होता है ही केम आया ही सॉ उसने देखा ही विश्ड उसने इच्छा किया कि क्या विश ना आई विल कॉन्कर एंड ही कॉन्कर्ड तो मतलब ग्रेजुअली क्या हो रहा है ग्रेजुअली द वैल्यू ऑफ द वर्ड्स इंक्रीज value of the word increased. He came, he saw, he wished, and at last he conquered the kingdom or he conquered the area. So that means it's gradually increasing. Matlab the height of value is gradually increasing. So that is called climax. Is it clear? Now we come another one that is called anticlimax. If climax is there, then obviously anticlimax is also there. है कि नहीं एंटी क्लाइमेक्स क्या होता है when from the valuable word it is gradually decreasing to the lower value मतलब from the high value climax क्या है ना it's like a ladder तो ascending ladder so anticlimax is a descending ladder it's a descending because ladder is always used to describe to reach the high level is it clear so if it is ascending then anticlimax is descending so second thing is that so इसकी value क्या होगा from this side to this side just as if I write an example मान के चल first one a poet I am creating the line a poet comma an essayist a sailor Seller, comma, a beggar. Beggar. Now look at here. Few steps we can also add here because suddenly from a seller he would not be transformed into a beggar. But obviously I am creating this line. This line is not created. I am creating this line. That's why I take in order to take the line in order to make you understand. A poet. Suppose at first a person is a poet. Poetry is the highest creation of. It is believed that it is the highest creation in literature. Poetry. So those who are poets, they have special values. Poets and poetries are the highest level of creation. Matlab, if you want to create, so it is not everyone's cup of tea. If you want to create a novel, obviously you can. If you want to create a short story, obviously you can write it. But poetry creation is not anyone's cup of tea. So it is believed that poetry comes from the inspiration, the goddess of muse inspired. It comes from the inner heart. You have to feel it. So that's why poetry is one of the highest creation. And almost, I think, in your class, one chapter is also there, one poem is also there, where it is also described. A poet is the highest creation. So second also, what happened? Now, at first, if a person is a poet, it means that that person was in the higher level. Then he became an essayist. So gradually क्या decrease. He became an essayist. And after that a sailor. Then he transformed his identity as a sailor. And after that, he transformed into a beggar. So that means एक जमा जमा कर दो सिग्नेचर करके लेके चले जाओगे उसके लिए हम क्लास ले रहे हैं ऑनलाइन जस्ट 1 सेकेंड बेटा पता है इसको रख दो if outsider came if outsider will come then you have to show it okay otherwise no problem okay. Now look at here. So here we are describing about anticlimax. It means that when a person's value started increasing from one profession to another profession, then another profession, then it is the climax. Means from the lower level to the higher level. But when it decreasing from the higher level to the lower level, then it is called anticlimax. Suppose a person is a poet, then he transforms into a essayist, and into an essay, then a sailor, and at last he transforms into a beggar. Matlab he lived his life by begging. So you can find out that how much the decreasing, how much decrease actually arise in his life. So it is called anti-climax. Is it clear? Just totally opposite the climax. Now we are going to write another one that is called apostrophe. Any problem regarding these three or four we have already discussed? If you have any problem, you can tell me. I am already taken my headphone. No problem will be there. I can hear your voice. Okay. Now comes apostrophe. Apostrophe. Look. I am going to write some example. Oh death. Oh death. The hell smiling. Hell, hell smiling man. Sorry, hell smiling morning. Hell smiling morn. Hell smiling morn. That tips the hills with gold. With gold. Now look at here. It is called apostrophe. Apostrophe. What is apostrophe? Apostrophe is, first of all, it is one of the figure of speech used in bell नहीं लगा है that is not actually used in that is actually used in English language. What is apostrophe? Apostrophe means to address someone. Just as we always say, "Oh Lord, oh Lord." भाई भगवान को देखे हो क्या कोई? We can describe, we know this is the idols, but actually it's an abstract idea. Abstract idea means we can feel it, we can believe it, but we cannot see it. ठीक है भाई, शैतान तो बहुत लोगों को दिख जाता है, भगवान बहुत कम लोगों को दिखता है। ठीक है, भगवान को देखने के लिए एकदम या तो प्योर रिस्पेक्ट होना चाहिए या फिर एक नंबर का सबसे बड़ा बदमाश होना चाहिए। ये दोनों ही लोग देख पाते हैं, हम लोग जो मिडिल में है वी कैन नॉट बी एबल टू सी द गॉड। ठीक है, हाँ ऑब्वियसली वी कैन सी डेविल। तो ओ लॉर्ड क्या है? हम लोग यहाँ पे वी आर एड्रेसिंग लॉर्ड। इज इट क्लियर? एज इफ वी एड्रेस समवन। सेकंड वन, जस्ट एज ओ डेथ, प्लीज मर्सी ऑन दिस पर्सन, प्लीज मर्सी ऑन दिस फैमिली। Suppose I am going to say, "Oh death," here I am addressing death. Death क्या है? So when an inanimate object or any abstract idea, we are addressing that one. When we address any inanimate object or any abstract idea, that time it will be called apostrophe. Just as death is a name, it's an abstract noun. Death has no particular form, no particular shape and size. We cannot touch it. We cannot see it, we cannot feel it, but we know it. A death. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग वी आर एक्चुअली एड्रेसिंग डेथ। ओ डेथ, तो ये जो वो वर्ड है, ओ वर्ड, इट मीन्स वी आर एड्रेसिंग डेथ। हेल, स्माइलिंग मॉर्न। हेल मीन्स, हेल इज एन इंग्लिश, ओल्ड इंग्लिश वर्ड दैट मीन्स वेलकम। हेल इज शेक्सपियरियन लैंग्वेज, इट मीन्स वेलकम, वेलकम। तो हेल स्माइलिंग मॉर्न, मतलब स्माइलिंग मॉर्न मीन्स स्माइलिंग मॉर्निंग। देखो ये भी एक एग्जांपल है पर्सनिफिकेशन के। दिस वन इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ स्माइलिंग मॉर्निंग, इट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ पर्सनिफिकेशन। देख पा रहे हो, एक ही में दो आ रहे हैं पर्सनिफिकेशन, क्योंकि बिकॉज मॉर्निंग स्माइल कर रहा है, मॉर्निंग इज स्माइलिंग, दैट मीन्स मॉर्निंग इज एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडिया, इट इज गिवन द क्वालिटी ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग स्माइलिंग। इन द सेम वे हेलिंग कर रहे हैं, हेल स्माइलिंग मॉर्न, मतलब हेल स्माइलिंग मॉर्निंग। तो इट इज एन also hail or o, both are addressing, so that's why it is an example of apostrophe. I hope you get the class. If you have any problem, you can ask me the questions in my tomorrow's class. So obviously today, goodbye, have a nice day.